Hey, what's up? Hope all is well. It's your boy Serrano. So today we're going to be taking a look at 47 tips and tricks for the Samsung Galaxy A15 5G. But if you're brand new to the crew, I truly appreciate you for coming through if you're new. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. Alright guys, so we're going to take a look at the first tip for the Samsung Galaxy A15 5G. So let me put up the brightness all the way so you don't have any issues actually seeing the display throughout the entire video. But a lot of these tips and tricks you probably won't know about, so make sure you watch to the end of the video so you don't miss nothing. So the first tip we're going to go to is going to be found inside of settings, where we're going to locate accessibility. Now the first thing you want to do is go into advanced settings after you click accessibility, and what you want to do is click the button that says flash notifications. When you actually receive a notification, the camera will actually light up and it'll simultaneously light. Or you could do screen flash notification. So when you receive a notification, you could select a color that you want the display to light up at. And when you have that turned on, the display will actually light up, and you can choose what, the settings are for each app. So each app, you can choose a different color. So if you wanted to customize the notifications on here through the accessibility features, I definitely think that's going to be pretty cool. Now, another feature that makes this device really nice is if you go inside of the settings and click general management, because one of the things about this is you actually get text to speech output on here. So basically what you want to do is go into general management right here, and you can click text to speech output. And right here, you can either switch between the speech to text from Samsung or the speech recognition synthesis from Google. So depending on which one you want to choose, it gives you that option. You could also select the language that you wanted to read it back in. So right now it's just set at English, but you could choose your specified language. And then you could also speed up the pitch of you could speed up the voice, or you could slow it down, or you could raise the pitch or lower it. So just to give you an example.
This is an example of speech synthesis in English.
Or you could make it back to normal.
This is an example of speech synthesis in English.
Now the next feature actually helps you change the keyboard so you can customize it whether you're in portrait or landscape. So click general management. But the next thing you want to do is click on Samsung keyboard settings. And then after you click on the Samsung and keyboard settings, you actually want to click the keyboard split mode. So here it is right here. It's called mode. So once you click mode, it's going to give you the ability to use the standard keyboard or the split keyboard when you're in landscape. So if you actually turn the device and let's say you want to have the floating keyboard in landscape, you can go ahead and click that option. And you could also click it for portrait mode, but you're going to have split keyboard, which will actually split it down the middle, standard keyboard, or you can actually choose the split keyboard. So I just wanted to throw that out there, that they do give you those three different options for landscape and portrait when you're typing. Now, inside of accessibility, another thing that I think is pretty cool is that it has this thing where you can click this option inside of, accessibility, and you can show how long you want a message to be on the display. So basically, you're going to be inside of here where it says accessibility. And so basically after you click accessibility, you want to locate time to action. So inside of here, I'm going to show you right now. So you're going to click advanced settings. Then after you click advanced settings, you want to click time to action. And let's say you are raising the volume, you can see that this stays on the display, this volume widget, for about 3 seconds. But if you change it to 10 seconds and you press that, it's going to stay on this display, whether it's a text message, whether it's this or anything else. So it's going to give you a lot more time to actually customize it. So you could put it at the default one, which is like 3 seconds, or even messages and notifications will actually show up and display on the screen a little bit longer. But while we're still inside of accessibility, one of the things you want to do is go into hearing enhancement. And once you click that, you're going to be able to get the caption mode on here. So you can actually turn that on for live caption. And basically when you turn this on, live caption detects speech on your device and automatically generates captions. When speech is captioned, this feature uses additional battery. Or audio captions are processed locally and never stored on the device. Turn on the live captions feature. So it has it set on English. You could change the languages there, but you can see right here now it's actually detecting the voices, like the words that the person is saying. So if you wanted to read the screen while you're watching a video instead of listening to the audio, you actually get that option. Another cool feature is live transcript. So you can actually go inside of here and live transcript will actually record what you're saying while it's being said. So everything that I'm basically saying is just basically showing up on my phone. So I definitely think this is good for, like, you know, taking notes. So another feature I like is found inside of accessibility. It's basically going to give you the high contrast font. So like, let's say this font isn't bold enough and you can't really see it because it's like too skinny to look, so you can't really pick it up with your eyes. You can go to vision enhancement and then you could click high contrast font. And so now all the font, like you could see right here, is going to be bold. So everything is going to be a little bit more, it's going to stand out a little bit more because it's highlighted and with a black border, making it a little bit easier to actually read when you're looking at it. Another thing I like about this device is you can actually control the touch sensitivity inside a display. So once you go inside of there, just stay on the settings menu, then look for display, which is usually right at the top. Hit that, and then after you go inside a display, you're going to basically increase the touch sensitivity with a screen protector, because right now I'm actually using a screen protector. So I just turned that on like a few minutes ago and I noticed that the screen responsiveness is really nice now, even with my screen protector on there. So if you do install a screen protector on this device, which I highly recommend, it's definitely going to protect it against scratches. I see a large slice right here inside of my display, but because I have my screen protector on this, it didn't scratch the display. So you definitely want to turn that on so you still get the same responsiveness that you would get if you didn't have a screen protector on. Now, another thing I like to play around with is the edge panels inside a display. So I always have that turned on right here, and I click edge panels. This actually gives you the ability to customize it. So you can go to certain options right here. You get your brief pop-up, which gives you edge lighting for notifications, and you can actually choose, you know, like some advanced ones, bubbles, eclipse. So whenever you get a notification, it'll give you a nice little animation at the top. So I would turn that on. You could also change the color and click advanced and customize the transparency for your notification pop-up style inside of your edge panels right here. So that, I think this is a cool option to actually turn on. And then you also can select the apps you want. So you get weather, which I'll turn on, reminders, you'll get your clipboard. You also do get some tools. You can go to the Galaxy store and you can actually get more of these edge panels that are offered for free. Add which apps you want to be on this thing. So right here, you can see here are some of the apps that I'm using, and you can create shortcuts and everything like that. Swiping it again gives you your weather and all of your other features that you're using. So I definitely think the edge panels is going to be really solid on here. Now, if you want to hide apps that are on your home screen, all you have to do is long press the screen, click the option which says settings. And now if you click the button on here which says hide apps on home screen right here, you can actually choose which apps you do want to hide. And then you could check it off, and then same thing for making it reappear. All you have to do is uncheck it and it'll reappear back on your home screen, which is another solid feature. This phone does take it another level. So if you want to hide more stuff instead of just apps, but more stuff, you can go into the settings option, which is the main settings page right here, and locate lock screen. Lock screen right here, you're going to see something which is going to give you secure lock settings. So go ahead, click that. I'm going to enter my PIN inside of this phone so I can show you what I'm talking about. So now you actually get the ability to not only hide apps on the screen and stuff like that, but you can actually, you know, right here, lock instantly with the side button And you can also, you know, factory reset after 20 incorrect attempts to unlock your phone. It will be reset to default settings, which I don't recommend unless you do want that protection when someone's trying to actually get inside of your phone. You could also show the lockdown information. So when you click the power button now, it's going to give you that lockdown mode right here that you can click. And now you actually have to enter your PIN or password or a pattern to actually get into it, because the fingerprint is not going to work when you have that turned on. So I think that's an extra layer of security for this device. So I would recommend playing around with the secure folder, which can be found right here on your drop down menu. So you're going to click secure folder, and it's going to take you into the secure folder where it maintains privately securing information like contacts, photos, images, phone call information. You could also hide, you know, audio, music, and stuff like that, and contacts. Go ahead and continue, and then you can easily add image like things into this folder, keep them secure. So once you're in secure folder, go ahead and take a look. You're gonna get the option to add stuff right here, so you can basically hide notes, calendars, contacts, all types of stuff on here. And then when you click the plus sign, it's going to give you the ability to hide some apps as well. So just some really cool stuff here. You could also encrypt your information. You know, you have a bunch of options where you can add files like audio, video, documents, images, and my files. But if you're still here, just type down below in the comments section, I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. Okay. The next thing I want to do is show you how to take a screenshot. So one of the things you can do to take a screenshot is do the swipe, which is using your palm. And it's like you're using the side of your hand to swipe across the screen to get the screenshot. So let me see something. So there we go. It took the screenshot right there. So now I have the option of looking at the screenshot right here. And so this is the screenshot, and you can edit it right here as well. So you have the ability to edit the screenshot if you just want the picture right there. Another way to get a screenshot on here is if you use the power button and the bottom volume rocker. So you can actually press those two buttons at the same time, 1, 2, 3. And it takes a screenshot, so you could actually share it as well. So that's what this big panel is for, sharing it across platforms or sharing the link. Then the third way is using the drop down menu and selecting screenshot from right here, where it's going to be saying take a screenshot. Then you just click that button and it's going to take the screenshot. Now I want you to go to sounds and vibration, because it's going to actually give you the ability to customize the vibration intensity found right here. So click vibration intensity, and you can basically raise the vibration on this device even more. If you're not sure you're going to get a notification and you want to get it, you're going to actually be able to feel the vibration a lot better on here. But just keep in mind, by doing that, it might use a little bit more of your battery because of the haptic motor being more intensified. And while you're in sound and settings, sound effects right here, go click sound quality and effects. And what you want to do is actually click the option where it says Dolby Atmos for gaming and Dolby Atmos experience right there while you're connected to Bluetooth or the headphone jack, because you're going to be able to actually customize the gaming and listening experience. When you play games, it sounds more realistic when this is turned on, when you're using a headphone jack or Bluetooth headphones. You also do get your equalizer, so you will be able to customize the EQ to make the sound quality a little bit better when you're listening to music on here. So that's another feature that I actually do like. Now, when you're inside of notifications, which is right here on the main settings screen, click notifications. Another thing that you want to do is, you know, right here, you're going to see that you have a bunch of options. Click that advanced option, and you want to click show snooze button right here. And then you will see the snooze button right here. So when you open it up, when you turn on show snooze button, you can click this show snooze button, and you can turn off notifications for an hour, 2 hours, 30 minutes, or 15 minutes. You could also customize your notifications so that you can change the way that they look when they're popping up. So click advanced settings right here, and then you're actually going to get floating notifications. Right now I have bubbles turned on, but I also like the smart view pop-up view, which is really cool because you can shrink it and then open it up when you're ready to use it again. And then you can basically select what apps you want to use that for. So I'm going to choose messages, WhatsApp, and basically like the ones that give you the ability to type back or whatever. So I like that feature when it comes to the ability to respond to notifications with the smart pop-up view. Now, another thing I found really cool inside of advanced settings and notifications that we're still in is notification history, because it's going to give you every single notification that was ever made on this smartphone. And so if you missed a notification and you were trying to find it, you can go back to your notification history as long as that's turned on, and it'll actually show you the notification that you were actually trying to look at. And you can also turn on this button that says show icon in notification. So it'll show the app icon so that you know where the notification is coming from, and the notification icon, so that you're actually more aware of what it is before you actually open it. Now, I really like the customization of the wallpaper and the style. So if you click wallpaper and style, another thing is you can click color palette and you can choose the colors that you want your right here, your backdrop colors to be. So you can basically click one of these options that it gives you, hit apply, and you could also apply to app icons. So like any of the Samsung Galaxy icons will change that color automatically. And so I think that's a cool feature because it gives you full customization over the color and backdrops. So you can see now when I slide this down, it's going to give me that yellow bar with the purple icons. And I think this is a cool feature if you just kind of want to play around with the device and a little bit more when it comes to the customization of the colors and backdrops. So I think this device will look really good after you've customized it to your own personal preference. Now, you do have the ability to choose the 3-button gestures instead of like swipe gestures by going into display. You could also click right here where it says nav bar, and that's going to make it give you the 3 buttons. So you get the home, back, and recent button. So you could choose the configuration you want for those buttons. But if you're not into the gestures that much, it's going to be a good way to actually interact with the phone a little bit. If you long press the home button, you can get your Google Assistant still. But if you're still into the home buttons, you can actually use those as well. So I definitely like that as well. I also like to change the screen display timeout to about 5 minutes because it's set at 2 minutes by default. So you can also turn on this option where it says keep screen on viewing. So as long as you're looking at the display, the front camera will detect your face and it will actually stay on even after the 2 minutes of screen on when you're looking at it. Now, there are some times where your phone may drain your battery because of apps that are being left open in the background. Also put unused apps to sleep by clicking background usage limits and then turning on put unused apps to sleep. So automatically those are going to die out. And now you can see all of the apps that have actually been put on a deep sleep mode, which you can actually add to this list if you feel like something is basically draining your battery on here. Now, another thing that's really cool is in the camera. If you go into the camera, open that up, and then go into your camera settings, you're going to notice that you can just click the little gear icon to the left. And there's going to be an option right here where it's going to give you the ability to turn on the camera settings to keep. So settings to keep right here, you can turn this on. And so basically when you open up the camera, the settings will be saved for you. So whatever setting the phone is on now, it'll open up again in that mode. I also like the shooting methods because you can take a picture with your palm just by holding it up like this to the camera, and it's going to start the countdown to take a picture. You can also have a shutter button on the screen, which you can add if you want to use it with one hand while you're taking a photo. And then the volume rockers can be customized to record and take picture, zoom in and out, or just the overall sound. So I like to change these to the zoom in and out because when you're inside of the camera, you can just press up when you're in the 12 megapixel camera, and it's automatically going to zoom in when you're pressing that button. So it's kind of like a quick zoom button, which is cool. And you long hold it, it'll go in and out right there up to 10 times. And then when you press down on it, it can zoom out. So it's really nice because it's going to give you even access to that wide angle camera too. And I just think that's a lot more functional use when it comes to the volume buttons on here. And of course, when you're in video mode, you want to click settings, and you can actually turn on video stabilization, which will probably be off when you first get the phone. So I would actually make sure that you turn that on right here. But you also do get scene optimizer, which is like an AI feature for this phone. So as long as you turn that on, you're going to get some cool, it's not available with current mode or front camera, but when you do have that set to a certain aspect, it will let you, optimize the scene, basically using the AI technology. Now, if you long press the camera and click right here where it says on the camera, when you long press and click create widget, you're going to create a custom camera. So you can actually add the custom camera. It's going to tell you what the title of the widget is, the starting mode that you want it to open up at, how you want pictures to be saved, and then a background widget for the actual mode that you're saving. So you can see right here, it's automatically set. And then now I have a custom camera widget. So when I click it, it's going to open up the same exact mode that I'm using right now. Now, if you go into the app drawer, click the 3 dots at the top and click clean up pages. It says, do you want to clean up pages? Items will be rearranged to fill in empty spaces in between them. And then you can hit apply, and then you can also go to settings, and you get some cool home settings right here. But another thing that I want to show you is that if you click sort, you can put them in alphabetical order. So now all the apps are arranged alphabetically, so you don't actually have to guess where the apps are because they're basically in alphabetical order now. Now, what I like about the Samsung devices is that it's very easy to enter split screen mode just by dragging up and pressing the app icon right here, tapping it, and now you're going to get open split screen view or open pop-up view. And if you long press it, it'll automatically open up and give you the option to do a split screen view, which is really cool. And once you're ready to get out of that, you can basically hit the 3 dots on here. You could switch it. You can even make this a favorite you can use this as a favorite. So now it's going to remember that. You can also make this a floating widget right from the split screen menu with the options in the middle, make it skinnier, and you get some really cool features right here to remove the borders or shrink it. So now it's a floating widget, and then you can open it back up. Click here to get more options, make it transparent so you can read the text underneath it, which is really cool. And then when you're done, you get some more options. Then I would recommend going into the app, swiping up, dragging it to the middle, and now it's basically going to be a pop-up window that you can customize the size. And if you're in the app, you can drag down from the corner right here, and it can actually minimize the app that you're using just by dragging it from the corner, which is also a really nice trick to actually get into your pop-up view as well. Now, if you were wondering how to use the one-handed mode on this device, I think this is one of my most useful features on here. When I'm actually scrolling through the phone with one hand, you basically swipe down from the middle. And let me show you how to do that again. So you're going to take your finger and swipe from this line on down. And once you swipe down, you can customize the size to make it bigger or smaller, or you can drag it from this corner at the bottom. Let me get out of here. Go back, drag from the bottom. Dragging down like that will just bring down your notification shade, but dragging from on the little icon down here, let me see something. If I'm in an app, it's gonna shrink it, and then I can actually bring this up a little bit too. So it's going to give you full access to customize it as well. So you could basically customize it the way you want. As if you put this up, you can move this up a little bit towards the middle of the phone so you get a better height. So I definitely like this feature a lot. But I'm going to be saving the best tips for last, so make sure you guys stay locked into the end of the video. And if you're still here, just type down below I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I actually recommend pausing the video, getting something to eat or drink, and coming back to the video right after this. So back in settings, go into advanced features, and I wanted to show you something really cool in advanced features: motions and gestures. So you have lift to wake, double tap to turn on and turn off. You also can alert when the phone is picked up, so your phone will vibrate when you pick it up after missing a phone call or a message. You also get mute with gestures, so you can actually put the phone face down. It's going to mute the phone call, and then you can also swipe to capture, which was how we took a screenshot earlier. Now click multi-view right here, and then this is going to give you multi-window, so you can swipe for split screen, swipe for pop-up like I just showed you, and you could also get full screen inside of split screen view as well inside of here. Now the side button is clutch inside of advanced features. Click that option and you're gonna actually get the ability to add a shortcut. Right now I have it set to the flashlight, but you could set it for any app so that when I actually double press the side key, I'm able to get to my flashlight, which I find very helpful at nighttime when I'm trying to find the bathroom and I don't want to actually make a mess while I'm using the toilet. Now inside of settings, click device care, and you're going to find this option right here, which actually gives you app protection with McAfee. And so you can scan your phone for malicious threats. You can also go right here and it's actually telling me my phone is optimized. If you click memory, you can actually clear up some of the memory on this device as well. And so I think that's going to be a pretty solid feature. You also do get the RAM boost inside of here on memory. So if you go down a little bit, you can actually expand the memory 4 extra gigabytes, which will be took from the free space in your ROM. So it will remove 4 gigabytes of storage, but you will also gain 4 gigabytes of virtual memory, making it a lot faster and allowing you to keep more apps open in the background. Now in settings, if you actually go right here where it says security and privacy right here, what you actually want to do inside of security and privacy is click the option where it says lost device protection. It's going to give you the ability to basically allow this phone to be found, send you the last location the phone was at, and you get offline find in, so you could locate your phone even if it's offline. So I definitely think this is a pretty clutch feature as well. But while we're still inside of security and privacy, I want you to click the option where it says, biometrics. Click that option and then click face registered. And then it's going to ask me to enter my PIN. All right, so let's look at a few of the options that it has here. So after you enter your PIN, you can actually make it so that you don't have to swipe the display after you look at the device after unlocking it. You want to click face right here and add a alternate appearance, so that it can recognize me when I have like stuff on my face or whatever. So this says face is not recognized, move the device closer. So it will register your face. It says take off my glasses, and that's another reason why it didn't work, is because I had glasses on. I'm gonna hit continue. And then it's registering my alternate appearance now. Now that I have that turned on, it can require your eyes to be open when you take a face scan and stay on lock screen until swiped. I'm going to turn that off so I could just get right into the phone. So another thing I saw inside of security and privacy, the ability to access your secure folder, your secure Wi-Fi, so you can protect your privacy when you're using private networks in a public space. And definitely think that's going to be also cool. But you also do get enhanced data protection, so that you can encrypt backup data on your device to keep it even more secure. So if your cloud gets hacked, no one can access your data. And then also inside of security and privacy is auto blocker. So auto blocker keeps your phone safe from blocking threats and suspicious activity. So when it says gives you these message app protection, block images of suspected malware. You could turn those are both turned on, and block software updates via the USB cable. And so that's going to be another feature that's going to keep you nice and safe on here. But next thing I wanted to show you was how to create a stacked widget. So you're basically going to pick a widget that you want to add to your home screen. And I like the battery one because it's going to give you access to your phone's battery as well as the headphones that are being used. And you could choose between the two of these ones and drag it inside of here. And so if you want to long press this widget, you can actually add another widget inside of it. So let's do the calculator or the calendar. I'll add this one. And then you could just keep adding widgets on top of here. So edit, let's add another one there. So now I'm going to add the calculator next. Where's calculator at? So I don't see calculator, so I guess they don't have a widget for that. But you can also put like the maps app right here, nearby traffic. Let's go ahead and add this one. Wait, let's do note reminders is a cool widget. So let's do that one, add. So it's a cool way to actually get access to your widgets much more quickly just by swiping across, which is kind of cool. But while you're inside of the phone icon right here, I want you to click the three dots and then click settings. And I want you to turn on the option right here where it says caller ID and spam protection, so that you can be notified if you're getting a spam call or a spam message automatically. But the last feature I wanted to show you on here is inside of the game booster. It's actually found in Gaming Hub. So if you open Gaming Hub, click the three dots at the top right corner and click either settings or game boost. It's going to give you the ability right here to actually right when you're inside of here, you can actually customize it a little bit more. So let's go hit game booster. And so we're inside of game booster. It gives you the ability to block notifications, navigation gestures, and auto brightness and edge panel while you're gaming. It also does give you the ability to have auto touch protection for unlimited time, or between 10 and 15 seconds. You can save power with the touch protection to reduce frame rate while games while it's on. You also have the ability to, increase the recording for when you're actually recording either in 720 or 1080. And then you can use the microphone while you're recording. You can also turn on the game booster optimization, which will, if you put it on the performance mode, it'll actually utilize your full potential of the CPU, but you can put it on standard or battery saver if you're running low on battery. And so you could pause USB PD charging when gaming, so to prevent overheating. And then also it has this labs option. So this is also a cool feature to reduce heating. If your phone does get a little bit hot, you could turn that on inside of the game booster. But hopefully you guys did find these 47 tips and tricks helpful for the Samsung Galaxy A15. If you're still here, just type down below. I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people and help beat the YouTube algorithm. I'm gonna hit you guys back. I'll check you guys later. Peace. Later, crew.